Today we're breaking down the top 4 Town Hall 9 strategies you absolutely need to master. Whether you have just unlocked Town Hall 9 or you're struggling to get those consistent 3 stars, these attacks will change your game. Stick around till the end because number 1 might surprise you. On number 4 we have Pekka Smash, and as you can already see in the army we have 14 wall breakers, and you maybe think this is a little bit much, but trust me, you will need them. Also we have the Pekka and the wizards. Those are kind of the main army because you will see those are the kind of the troops that will take out everything. We have some hog riders. Those are just for some buildings at the back end, for example a cannon right here that you can just snipe out. Which is extremely important since they can just deal a lot of damage. After that we have in our clan castle we have a Pekka and two more wizards with the queen and the king. On the queen we have the giant and the giant arrow. Here on the king we have the snake bracelet with the spiky ball. Our spells are 1 rage, 7 skeleton spells and 1 poison. And kind of what you want to do with the army is you just want to take out 2 corners of the base like this, and you can see with that you have a straight entrance right into the core of the base, so you can see like this. So you want to take out kind of this side right here with the queen and the top side with the king. Let me paint it out in like this. And after that you want kind of your main army, which are the Pekkas and the wizard, just to go inside the base and take out everything there. Now we will support the queen with our clan castle, as you can see. And also, by the way, the giant arrow is just here to just deal some damage to the buildings in the core of the base, because as you can see you can just cut the life of the expo to the half. And this is just very good if you just want to kind of get them taken out easily. Now with our clan castle and some wizards behind, you want to clean up the outside of the base and also provide some tanking for the queen. As you can see on the top, we just used the king with some wizards and the Pekka to funnel into this compartment right here. And after that you have a bunch of wall breakers to just open up this wall, and you can even open up that wall right here. And if you have those 2 walls open and all your army kind of inside of the middle, this base is basically dead already. So now you can see the queen kind of on the outside right here. And you also have some wall breakers to kind of break her in on the back side. And now with the king, as you can see, you would take out that compartment on the top. And basically, by the way, very important with the skeleton spells, you can see they can just kind of occupy all the buildings like queen and stuff that would just deal a lot of damage to the Pekkas and to your king. And that's why we have so many of them. Now with the wall breakers, we want them to open up the second layers. As you can see, this is working beautifully. Now the king even joins the Pekka, which is also pretty good. And now as you can see, we still have so many Pekkas alive. We still have the queen alive. We even have a rage spell. And there is not really something like left on the backside. And now as I said before, we can use the hog riders to just clean up some buildings on the back side. And with that, this is already a GG. We still have the spiky ball, which take out the last buildings. And with that, this is a triple. But I would say we have 3 more to go. On number 3, we have Queen Charge Gowipe. And as the name already said, we have a Queen Charge, we have Golem, Wizards and Pekkas. Now you cannot see the Golem, but the Golem is in the clan castle. And what you want to do is with the strategies, you kind of want to get the whole base out with the Queen Charge. And you kind of want to help the queen with the king, with the Pekkas and everything in the army to kind of get to the core of the base. And like I said, you want to use the king to get the queen to the core of the base. For example, if we have the Queen Charge like this, you want the king to use to go inside like this, just so that she will not go to the top side, so just that she will stay on her line like this. And you need to kind of funnel the king inside the town hall as well, and you can do that by with some wizards and with the Pekkas. And the golem, which is in the CC, is just here to provide tanking for the king, because the king should also get a lot of the base out. And with the equipments on the king, you have the earthquake boots. You want to open up up everything inside of the core, but you need to get to the core to pop the ability, and that's why you have the golem, just to get the tanking for the king. And after that, with the earthquake boots, everything is kind of open, and the queen can step in and take out everything else. And by the way, what is also very important are the hog riders. We have 12 hog riders, and those are just for some to snipe once again some building out here on the back side, like for example the expo or the cannon or other buildings which are just like kinda are on the back side. And with that, you just have some force left to get them out. Now, as you can see, we start with the queen charge, and the queen should go to the bottom side. We use a wizard to funnel her, or funnel the left side, like right here, and the right side, like you said before, will be funneled with the king. Now, we can funnel her even further in the next compartment, and after that, we have to jump to get her to the core. And after that, for the backhand, we have the king ability, which should open up everything. And by the way, the equipments for the queen are the frozen arrow with the giant giant. The frozen arrow is just so convenient in a queen charge, can slow down the buildings, and the giant giant is just here if there is a lot of damage and you have to pop the queen ability. The giant giant can just take so much tanking because he has so many hit points. And that's why we have the giant giant right there. And also the skeleton spells are like in the last attack, just to get some tanking for the heavy single targeting defenses, like for example the queen or the king or some expo. And it's just so good to tank with them, and especially because there are only one spell slot. Now with the Pekkas and the king, we start here on the right side, also with the wall breakers to break the king inside the base. And like I said before, after that we have the jump spell to get both of the heroes even to the core of the base. As you can see, the king can now go to this compartment right here, and after that pop the king ability for the compartments at the back side. Now we have the poison for the enemy clown castle. And as you can see, the wizards are supporting the king as well, while the Pekkas are kind of funneling the outside. And now you can see here the skeleton spell kind of providing tanking for the hog riders. And you still have a lot of things left now. With the king, like I said, we can open up kind of the back end of the base. And once again, the hog riders for the buildings at the back end to snipe out. The expo right here, the cannon right there, and as you can see, we still have the queen ability, we still have a rage, so this is once again a big overkill. We can even swag the rage spell right here and the queen ability, but we still have 2 more attacks to go, and I would see on number 2 we have Zap Dragons, and this strategy is probably the easiest out of all the strategies, because you can take out 2 air defenses with the zaps and the earthquakes, and the other 2 with the giant arrow of the queen. And with that, there is not really something that can kind of stop this attack. And obviously, it requires a bit of skill to hit both air defenses. But if you only hit 1 air defense with the giant arrow, it's not really that bad. But just so you know, you can hit 2 air defenses. It just needs some practice at the beginning. But with that being said, there is not really something more that I can kind of explain on this army, because like I said, it's just the giant arrow, the zaps, and after that you can just choose a side to kind of come in. with the orb here on the minion prince, also so much force, and you will see this will be such an overkill. The base cannot really do something against the dragons anymore, because what is left? I mean, there is like 2 expos and then maybe the archer queen, but you still have so many dragons, you have a rage, and you still have a whole hero in the air. So not really more that I need to explain here, because you will see that there is not really any dragon that will die, because now with the orb you can see you can slow down the queen, you can rage the dragons on the queen, and with that the attack is basically over. And you see, if there would be an air defense still standing, the air defense wouldn't really have done anything, because I think not a single dragon died in the attack. Maybe now the first one died, but you see you have so much left. But surprisingly, this is not even the best attack for Town Hall 9, because we're gonna take a look at the best strategy now. The number 1 strategy for Town Hall 9 is Queen Charge Lalo. It is the strongest but also the hardest. For the army composition, we obviously have 1 Lava Hound, we have 4 healers, the loons of course, and we have the king, the queen, and 4 rages, and the poison for the clown castle. It's very important that you get out the clown castle with the queen charge, since the Lalo doesn't really take down any clown castle troops. So that's why it's kinda hard to deal with them if the queen doesn't take it. And also very important, try to keep your queen alive as long as possible, because if a queen dies, it's very hard to recover. If you're asking why we take the king and not the minion prince, this is just that we can funnel the queen, because the queen is not just here to take to make a queen charge, but she should also like take down the core of the base. And to get her to the core, we just need the king to funnel her so that she is really going on the right wall or the right direction. But I would say we can start with the replay, and now we start on the top, and as you can see, we want her to walk towards the bottom side, and you can see this air defense right here. That's why we kind of place the healers more to the left, so that the healers will not get into the range of the air defense. Because if the healers would be more on the right, if the queen walks to the bottom side, the air defense can actually hit the healers, and that's what we don't want. Now, as I said before, we want the clown castle to be lured from the queen to get her out, and that's exactly what the problem is. You can see the healers are kind of getting targeted, and if they would have been more to the right side, they would even be attacked by the air defense earlier. And now we kind of use the king to funnel out this side right here, and after that there is not really anywhere where the queen can go except further into this direction, as you can see. And after that, with the king taking out this right here, and the queen kind of takes something like this, as you can see, we have almost a clear line for the Lalo, and this is very important. You can see we can start here, and we have this kind of shape, and that's what we want in a Lalo, because the Lalo, they should go straight, you know, and not like from the left to the right and stuff. So that's why we need a good funnel, and this is what we looking right here. And once again, by the way, for the equipments, we have the earthquake boots here on the king with the spiky ball, and you can see this is just opening up everything. So if the wall breakers, for example, wouldn't reach their target, the queen just could step around it and still get further and take down some value. And now you can see we can slowly but surely start with the Lalo, and obviously the skeleton spells for the queen. It's also very important to take down the queen with your own queen or with the king, because and also the minion prints, because like I said before, the Lalo is not really attacking any troop back, so they would just kind of take out all of your buildings, all of your troops, and kind of not getting dealt with. But yeah, as you can see now, we start with the Lalo, always one Lava Hound, and behind that some loons that will take down the defenses. And with that, the base is basically already dead, because this air defense will be dealt with the queen, and there is only this wizard tower that can fight back. With the minions for the cleanup, you can see this is an overkill. We can even swag the whole CC. And if you maybe are asking what is in the CC, there is a Lava Hound. I think we will see it right in a second, since he will deploy it for the cleanup right here. But that was it with the video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, subscribe to the channel. And now, peace out.